Yes.
That's it. He said he's been trespassed from here before. Is he right?
Yes, you and him causing the problem.
I'm not-
You gonna have to come out. With
I'm not
something.
causing a problem. I'm trying to do a public records request, and they're denying my right to do a public records request. And they're the ones talking trash to me. Defending myself is not causing a problem, is it?
Well, if you're holding up traffic in there, when
I'm not
everybody else
holding
is
up
doing
traffic. I was up there. I was talking to the lady. They're saying I'm not supposed to video in here. That's a violation of our First Amendment right. I'm trying to do a public records request. I need to talk to a sheriff higher up the chain.
Well,
Somebody
you need
above
to
a
come and
captain.
go with me, then I'll take you up here too. Come on with me.
I mean, this office is the one breaking the law. You know, I'm complying with the law.
Oh shoot, some of these blocks are closed.
I mean, you guys can't be trespassing people off of public property for not breaking the law.
Yeah. I'm coming because of the noise. Because of what they told me. So if you want to talk to somebody, let's get.
Yeah, I need to talk to somebody.
Come on in here, and we can do that. How you doing? Good. Hey, so he's the one that they said was the problem. He's saying he's trying to. What are you trying to do?
I wasn't causing the problem. I was trying to talk to him about a public records request. I told him that your guys' attorney has been contacting me in regards to my public records request. And the attorney doesn't understand the APRA law. I've submitted several public records requests, and none of them have been, none of them have been filled. So
What in regards to the,
basically, I've got an ongoing court case. I initially tried to submit one at the court clerk's office. The supervisor called your deputies in there because she didn't want to fulfill my records request because of the information I was requesting, and I don't know why, because it wasn't outlandish information.
right,
I wanted to get the backgrounds of all the officers involved in my case, basically discovery. Sure, I can go to the court and request it through my attorney.
what agency were we talking about? Police agency? IMPD?
IMPD and state police,
Yeah,
they're part of my case.
right. So I'm thinking you might have to go through the IMPD and the state police to do that.
Well, I mean, I've done that, and I mean, they won't take them either.
Right. Well, yeah, we're the sheriff's department over here.
Yeah, well, I mean, the reason why I was in the sheriff's portion is because I had 2 deputies trespass me out of the court clerk's office for trying to submit a public records request. I go over to the sheriff's department to submit a complaint on the 2 officers who trespassed me unlawfully from the court clerk's office. 2 more deputies show up, trespass me out of the sheriff's office for trying to submit officer complaints and submit my public records request there.
And when did this happen?
It was on 8/16 of 2023. And what I was trying to get was the surveillance footage from the court clerk's office, the surveillance footage from the sheriff's office, in the time frame that I would have had that interaction with the deputies. And like I said, your guys' attorney's been contacting me about it, and she's saying I'm not being very particular in my request. I mean, I don't see what's so particular.
What was her name, do you remember?
McGowan something.
Rachel Goldman.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the paralegal
Yeah.
at the department.
Yeah.
That's who I would have sent you to. I don't know, did she say she needed more information? It wasn't.
She's telling me that my request isn't particular enough. And I said, it is particular. I want the video surveillance footage between 1 and 3 p.m. from the court clerk's office. A few minutes after that would have been the surveillance footage that I wanted from the sheriff's office, because as soon as I left there, I walked straight over to the sheriff's office.
Right.
I mean, these ladies in the sheriff's office are freaking out because I'm on video. That's why they refused to serve me. But before the lady mentioned if I'm videoing, and the other lady said yeah, then they got all squirrely.
Right. Well,
I mean, we're on camera. Everybody's on camera every day, all day long.
yeah.
I'm doing this because obviously what's happened so far.
No, and you have a right to.
Yeah, I understand.
I could see if Rachel Goldman can come down and speak to you. As far as the information that you're requesting from the arresting officers from a completely different incident that happened outside this building, I can tell you it's probably not gonna be able to be obtained here.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why I was saying I was trying to get it through the court clerk's office, because the court clerk, you know, they handle all that paperwork.
Do you have the
And-
names of the officers involved in the arrest?
Yeah,
Well, I think you probably, do you have an attorney?
yeah, I've got an attorney, but like I said, it's all, the reason why,
Most attorneys have better,
I know, but see, that's the thing.
better ways of getting
What,
that stuff.
let me tell you what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get everybody, as far as those who work for the public, informed on the APRA law. We can go to any entity, and I can go to IMPD, submit a public record request there on the sheriff's department. It's the IMPD's duty to ensure that you guys get my record request. I mean, we gotta think about the homeless people, right? People with no residence, people that are nowhere near where they need to be. They don't have money to ride a bus, you know, they're injured or whatever. I mean, how are these people on the street supposed to get justice?
Yeah.
So basically what I'm doing is I'm going around and I record everything. I mean, I'm a civil rights journalist.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with any of you guys, but, you know, when I get treated like this, you know,
I'm gonna look up and see if there's, how you're supposed to get public records information from IMPD. You probably already did this, so.
yeah, I've done it, and like I said numerous times, I tried at the city county building, at the chief's office. The chief won't even see me. I mean, here's the problem. I was unlawfully arrested, and after I was handcuffed, IMPD used excessive force on me. One officer was digging the handcuffs into my wrist, while the other one was choking me after I was handcuffed, for cussing them out, for unlawfully arresting me.
So there is something on the Indy.gov website.
Yeah, I know I can do it on there, but you know, the thing is when I do it in person, the agency has 24 hours to respond. Any other way I do it, it gives you guys more time.
Well, where does it say that, where you're supposed to go to do it in person?
Well, I
It
mean,
says 200 East Washington Street.
well, I mean, yeah, I can go there, but
1601.
like I said, I can go to any agency. I've already been there. They've already
And that
denied my
might be
public
true,
record
but that-
request.
That's kinda not in the realm of what I do here. I don't have accurate information.
I know, I understand that. I mean, that's exactly why I do what I do. That's why I'm trying to train everybody in the public records law, because I mean, I was one of the few people that's doing what I'm doing now, but there's more and more people doing it every day. I mean, you got officers and these public employees are getting hundreds of millions of views because people are tired of what's going on.
I'm gonna go back on into
I'm here to help you if I can, but.
You know what?
Well, I appreciate that, and I
What
mean,
do,
it's,
I could see if Rachel Billman can come down and talk to you and tell you in person what specifically she needs to meet your request. But as far as the IMPD and the state police,
well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I attempted to do that to the court clerk because
yeah.
as far as, you know, discovery, like if I wanted to submit motions or anything to the court, I would submit them to the court clerk. So I mean, I could submit something to the court clerk right now saying I want discovery
Yeah.
for the information I'm requesting, and then they would have to do it, but.
Yeah, and I believe you can do that. I
And,
would think that's where you would probably
But
do that.
the thing is, that if I wasn't arrested, right, and something happened to me, you know, an officer was out of line, and something happened to me, there was no court case, I would have no judge to order discovery. So that's why the public record request, I can do it without discovery.
Mhm.
But everybody's telling me I gotta go through discovery, and I understand I can, but why would I, when I have a right to do it as a regular person, not going through court?
I'm gonna try and call Rachel Billman.
I mean, I'm really a nice person, but you know, once I start getting all these unlawful actions committed against me, I mean, what would any of you do? You know, if I started doing something that, you know, was out of line to you, would you get an attitude? I mean, everybody wants to be treated with respect, right? I mean, that's what I'm assuming.
What's your name for when I call her?
Well, I mean, I don't really want to give my name.
Well,
Just believe me, she'll know who I am. Tell her there's a gentleman that's been emailing me about some public records. She'll know exactly who I am. Because like I said about that respect gets respect and lack of respect gets lack of respect. She got lack of respect and she'll remember that.
Hi Rachel, Sergeant Lakis down at Homeland Security, how are you? Good, so I have a gentleman down here said he's been in contact with you in regards to trying to obtain some, public information records. And you may have, he won't give me his name, but you have responded to him that he needs to be more specific in his information that he's requesting. I'm not sure. Right. When did he send that, do you remember? Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Okay.
ESC mic test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, no one's here.
You guys got that big screen TV, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm kinda looking through, I've been off work for a couple of days, so.
Safety mic test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking. Okay.
I'm sure we can at some point.
We'll shut it off down here.
Mm.
Inventory's already where, so it's already.
I actually submitted a public records request here as well, in the
Yeah.
sheriff's department.
Uh-huh.
Is the actual sheriff stationed in this building? The head
Not
sheriff?
in this building, uh-uh.
I need to figure out a way to sit down and talk to him.
G99, is this still running? I just turned it off down here. It is, still running.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, anybody just leave the doors then?
Mm-hmm.
ESC mic test.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, who should he contact then? The public for public access records? He's just, Okay. 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 Sounds good. No problem, Rachel. Thanks, bye. Okay, so she said that you just need to conform to the email that was sent to you last week. I don't know what it said or what it was about, but she says that's.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, basically, I
That's how
mean,
they're gonna address this situation.
yeah, I mean, that was it. I mean, she's saying particulars. I mean, it's just odd how on a public records request, they take that one little word out of the public records request clause, the particulars, and try to use it when I couldn't be any more particular, you know, in my writing. I mean, surveillance footage on 8/16 of 2023 between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. All the sheriff's deputies, salaries, disciplinary, oath of office, bond information or insurance information. And then in particular, on one of those 4 deputies identified, I got 2 of them, but the other captain and the other lieutenant who showed up, I don't have their names because, like I said, they trespassed me out of the sheriff's office under the threat of arrest.
It happened in this building
Yeah,
here.
we're trying to submit officer complaints on the deputies.
But you know, you could submit through the internet too, through internal affairs, right?
Yeah, I understand that, but you know,
Did they contact
I like to do everything in person. That's why this, I mean, I got this little, you know, paper carrier. I mean, it's full of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all I can tell you is what they tell me, and they're the legal department over there. She said to refer to the email that was sent to you last week.
Well, you know, I
She said it's gonna be handled.
mean, I got the same problem with the state police. You know, the Brian Millard, the state police, supposed to be the records officer, lieutenant, doesn't understand public records, and you know, and they're in, you know, dereliction of the APRA law as well.
Well, this is something that I think you should get your attorney involved in.
Well, I
You said
mean,
you had one.
Yeah, I do, but you know, my attorney's supposed to work for me, so I'd like to do my own investigation to see what I come up
You
with.
said your attorney works for you.
Well,
Have them working for you.
well, she's supposed to work for me, but according to her supervisor actually told me that my public defender is not working for me. And you know, it's kind of hard to put trust in somebody when they're still working for the government and they're still working for the state. They're still state employees, so they're all in collusion together. I mean, after they prosecute or win a court case, they probably all go out and have a drink afterwards.
I don't
You
if I
know.
believe that.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, do they really work for us? I don't know. I mean, like a paid attorney, the more money you give them, the better chance you got of being free. The less money you have, the more chance you're going to be pleading out. You know, that's just the way so-called justice works. There is no justice. All right, I don't want to take up too much of your time because I need to submit some stuff to the court clerk's office. So if I go to submit some stuff, you guys ain't going to trespass me out of there, are you?
You got business here.
Yeah, could you do me a favor? Could I get I got some notebook paper, but it's got all them lines in it, and I hate to submit that kind of paper to the court. Is there any way I can get a few pieces of that printer paper, maybe?
No.
All right, well, I'll use the lines, and I'll just put in my paper to the judge that I couldn't get any printer paper. Yep. All right, people, I'm going to do a whole lot of writing, so I'm going to put you guys on hold.